when playing God of War is knowing exactly what skill set to unlock and which one is the best skill set, especially when you're going to be running a little bit low on XP because you're going through the game. So in today's video, we're going to go over exactly what are the best early perks to pick up when playing God of War. So if that's something you guys would like to know, then drop a like on this video and let's go and get started. So the skill tree is divided into 3 different parts. We have the Leviathan Axe, we have the Guardian Shield, and we have the Talon Bow, which is the one Atreus is using. We're going to get started with the Leviathan Axe. In the Leviathan Axe, we have a 2-column system. We have a range combat and a close combat. So the range combat is something when you throw your axe. The close combat is when you're using your axe up close to the enemies. We're going to go ahead and talk about the best perks for each column. So let's go ahead and dive right in. For the first one, we're going to recommend on the range combat, it's precision throw combo. Basically what this does is after you land a precision axe throw, so that means hitting someone on its weak point, which is probably be their headshot or any other sort of enemy that, you know, their weak point is the chest or whatever weak point that they may have, which is primarily their headshots. If you press triangle during that flash to recall the Leviathan Axe, this will cause the second throw or a melee attack to explode on contact, which makes it really good because this will cause it to inflict the frost damage, which makes it a really good perk to have and one you should unlock at the beginning of the game. Now moving over to the close combat for the axe, there's 2 that I want to recommend. First is Pride of Frost. What this is going to allow you to do is you're going to be doing a lot of combos when you're playing this game, and this is going to allow you to perform a heavy attack finish as soon as you complete the light attack. So you press R1, 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 which is your little combo. After that, if you press R2, it will perform a heavy attack after that sequence, chaining a nice combo. This actually goes very well with the next one I'm going to recommend you guys, which is the following, which is Permafrost. Basically, what this is going to allow you to do is it's going to allow you to perform a lot of attacks. Now, if you perform all these attacks in a quick succession without taking any damage or sustaining any subtle damage, your Leviathan Axe will inflict a frost damage on every hit. So, if you just pretty much spam your light attack and then or you use the one which I recommended you guys use, the Pride of Frost, if you spam that, it will at the end of that start chaining a frost damage every single time you hit an enemy after that. So those 2 paired together makes it a very deadly combo. Now let's go ahead and move on over to the Guardian Shield. Now the Guardian Shield is actually pretty interesting and something you guys should be definitely using a lot within the game. Maybe throughout the beginning of the game you won't be using it a lot, but you will end up using it quite often once you progress through the game. Now the Guardian Shield as well is also broken down into 2 columns. We have the shield combat and we also have the range combat. So for the shield combat, we're going to start actually at the first one, which is called the block breaker. Now the block breaker, what it allows you to do is double tap L1 to break an enemy's block. So for example, if an enemy is blocking or shielding your attack, you can definitely tap L1 twice and that will automatically just stun them and push them away from being blocked. This is very good, especially in the earlier stages of the game, because there is a lot of enemies that like to block attacks. What's nice about this one is you're able to level this one up all the way down to countering Crush, which is an extremely OP, yes guys, an OP nice shield block combo that you have. But so definitely would recommend picking up Block Breaker as the first one for the shield combat. The second one I want to recommend to you guys is the Guardian Sweep. Now the reason why Guardian Sweep is so good is because what this is going to allow you to do, it's going to allow you to kind of just hold down R1 to sweep an enemy off their feet and inflict moderate amount of stun damage. What makes this so effective is not so much the fact that you're knocking down the enemy. What makes it effective is that you're stunning the enemy while you're doing this. What this is going to allow you to do is to stun the enemy, and then after they're stunned, is start hammering on them with your light attacks or your heavy attacks, which will make it very effective when you need to stun enemies in the game. And you're going to notice that you're going to need to stun a lot of enemies throughout the game to make your combat that much easier. Now moving over to the Rage combat, and this one, the only one I lovely like to recommend is the Rage Smash. Now the reason I recommend the Rage Smash is for the following reason. Usually your Rage doesn't last that long, it lasts a very little bit amount of time, and what this is going to allow you to do is to use the, I would like to call it Hawk Smash or the Rage Smash, which allows you to get to your enemy's targets at a longer distance. The nice addition about this one is once you level this one up, you will become really badass, guys. Yes, guys, because you're going to be able to go from a standard Raging Smash to the most stealthying Earth one. As you see right there, he grabs a rock and just throws it at people. Even the second one is pretty amazing, guys. Look at this. Boom, bada bing, just causing a nice wave effect. So highly recommend this one, guys, if you guys are picking up one for the rage. Now, one quick tip I want to give you guys. Don't spend any amount of XP on the rage combat. Now onto the Talon Bow. The Talon Bow is actually divided into two columns. We got the magic combat and the expert combat. At the early stages of the game, you will not have the magic combat unlocked because you will not have magic on your bow. So since this video is for the best perks to pick up early in the game, we are not going to go over the magic combat, but I will have a separate video going each individual perk. If that's something you guys would like to get a breakdown of, make sure you guys leave it in the comment section down below. So what exactly is the best perks to pick up for the Talon Bow? There's going to be two perks that you're going to want to pick up. One is called Teamwork. What Teamwork is going to allow you to do, it's going to let Atreus, he will help Kratos when enemies are in certain vulnerable states. So for example, when you stun an enemy or an enemy's about to die, Atreus will come in there, leap on forward, and either jump on them and smash them, or hit them, or melee them, or do some sort of hit to get that done. Now, the other one I want to recommend for you guys is called Ferocity. Now, Ferocity, what it does, it lets Atreus can perform a variety of high stun damage attacks when the enemies are nearby. So for example, if you pair this one with Teamwork and then you pair Ferocity together, these are going to make it very ideal and very helpful in the game. Now, one tip I want to give you guys, if you guys are leveling up, my highest suggestion is to upgrade the Talon Bow first. The reason for that is because, as you guys notice on the bottom, it's only going to require 250 XP. If we go to the Leviathan and we want to purchase one of these, you guys see that these cost 100. Basically, we're going to be able to buy two Talon Bows, or two Talon Bows, skill sets for 250, which will give you 500 just with a simple upgrade of a Leviathan, or a shield one will cost. So definitely keep that in mind, guys. You're going to want to save as much money as you possibly can throughout the game. And at first, of course, you're not going to, right? Maybe at first you were like, I don't think I'm going to be using Atreus that much. But trust me, guys, as the game progresses, you will be using Atreus more often. So definitely, guys, purchase the following perks. Purchase Teamwork and Ferocity, the first ones I would recommend, and then work on your Leviathan, and then on your shield, and last but not least on your rage. And by far, these are the best early perks to pick up in the game. And there you guys have it. Those are the best early perks to pick up in the game. If you found this video helpful and informative, do me the huge favor, guys. Drop a like, share this video with your friends because it does help me out a lot. And for more God of War tips and tricks, best gear, and all that beautiful stuff for God of War, make sure you guys keep it locked on this channel, and I will catch you guys on the next video.